Hello. Coding multiplayer is an absolute nightmare. Let me explain. So I've been working on this game, Bonk Universe, for about 8 months now, and I just hit 100,000 lines of code. Here's what that looks like, by the way. It's like insane. And so I'm finally at the stage where I want to add multiplayer. So for my last game I made, called World War Chess, I made it my own really complicated multiplayer system, which has no central server, and is supposedly better, as I tried explaining with this whiteboard, but for a real-time game, simplicity is better. If you're working with a game engine, then multiplayer isn't really that bad. There's a bunch of built-in components, you can just drag and drop them, and you have a semi-functional multiplayer game. But, as we remember, my game engine is JFrame, which means absolutely nothing. So the first issue is getting to the same position. Now each solar system is procedurally generated and different for each person. So we have to send the whole solar system through the network. Steam has a limit of 1,500 bytes per packet, roughly. And so I had to do a whole ton of optimization to make the planets fit in a single bit of text that you can send across a network. So now we're finally loaded into the game. I'm with my friend James here, who's been helping make this game. So you might notice some immediate problems, and it's because of parallel universes. So on my screen there's 2 houses, while on his screen there's only 1 house. On my screen we're red, on his screen we're green, and we're not even moving in sync. Now I'm sending 10 packets per second, and I'm guessing what velocity he's at. But what does that even mean? So here's the code for sending a packet, and up here we have all of these booleans for different states we can be in. But instead of sending true, false, we can take all of those, put them into an integer using some crazy bit manipulation, and we get a very efficient packet. This means that we could represent our entire state in just about 2 integers, which is very easy to send over a network. So the next biggest problem is lag. Now if you look at my screen, then you'll see I'm right next to James, but on James's screen I'm still far to the left and I haven't even started moving yet. And this is from how many packets you send. So I'm sending 10 packets per second, and this means our movement is much smoother, but for some computers, they start backing up the packets and getting them too late. This can be better represented by this random message I copy-pasted, and we kept playing for quite a while until James finally received the message. Oh yeah, it's different for both of us, I forgot.
Why did you paste that?
Wait, you just got that now?
Yes.
Even something as trivial as sending the skin data is quite a complicated and difficult process. So this next version I tried was only sending 2 packets per second instead of 10. And so this one had a different set of issues. So once we're done loading, you can see it's much more obvious when the packets are being sent, and there's still quite a few obvious issues. Like the desync is still there, but you can kind of see the rubber banding. And you sometimes see this in Minecraft with something like squids, which will move forward, but then they'll recalculate and realize they should go backwards. And so fixing this requires balancing between 2 packets and 10 packets per second, because you're trading off how smooth it is for how laggy it is. So just some other notes about this game, by the way. I plan on releasing in just about 1 month to the Steam page, and there's been so much work happening recently. I'm sorry I haven't made many videos. I just got my wisdom teeth removed, and that's been quite a pain. But something I wanted to showcase is some of the soundtracks that are being made. My friend Quirdius is helping to make a lot of the music, and I'm also learning to make music. I'll showcase a few seconds of that after. But I'm just going to play one of the songs that Quirdius made for my game. So make sure to check out his channel, he's awesome. But yeah, enjoy the gameplay and enjoy the music. So yeah, that was just one of the songs he made. He's made a few, and I think they all sound incredible. So that particular song will play when you're in space, and there's going to be different music for when you're on a planet. So now we've switched to our third gameplay session, where it's still 2 packets per second, but this time the velocity is not interpreted. And so, if you notice, it kind of looks like we are teleporting on each other's screen, instead of smoothly going to another place. And while this does solve us rubber banding and flying off a cliff at super high speeds, it still has its own other set of issues and looks weird. And there's so many techniques that are needed, like smooth interpolation between movements and other difficult things. It's all such a nightmare to code. With a game like World War Chess, it was relatively easy to fake it till you make it, because it's just a chess game. You don't need to be sending updates for your position every second. But with this, it's quite amazing how games are even able to become multiplayer in the first place. And so, this is just my journey. There's still a lot of work to do, and I'm going to make another update video pretty soon. Now, as I promised, here's a small bit of the music I made. It's my very first song, so don't critique it too hard. It's not the best thing ever, but yeah. Yeah, so I'm just gonna stop the music there. There is an ending, but I don't really like the ending yet, and it is a bit too repetitive right now. But for my first song, like, I'm not a musician or anything. I'm quite happy with it for my first song. There's still a lot of work to do, and I probably won't make most of the music, but it was my attempt. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I added a whole bunch of entities and stuff recently, so I can't wait to make another showcase video soon. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!